We'll call the public hearing and regular city council meeting of Tuesday, January the 14th to order. This time I invite any who wishes to join council to rise for our invocation, followed by the pledge of allegiance. Ask that Ms. Mack, would you give our invocation?
Please bow, please. Most holy and everlasting Father, God, and God alone. Father, we thank you for this day that you have brought us in this assembly hall to do business of the city of Hartsville. Father, we thank you for bringing us into a new decade, 2020. And I pray, Lord, that you would give this council 2020 vision to be able to see clearly what to do for our city of Hartsville and for all of the citizens. We pray that you would keep us safe and protected in your care. These and all those blessings we ask in thy Son, Jesus' name, we pray. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Please be seated. Okay. Welcome, everyone. We appreciate you coming this evening. We're going to be on a very strict time schedule because of some commitments following. So please accept my apologies on the front end. We're moving quickly through the agenda. At this time, we'll entertain a motion to waive the reading and approve minutes of December the 10th, 2019 regular city council meeting. Is there such a motion?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed by nay. The ayes have it. Item 4 on our agenda, you have before you council packet a presentation for the 2020 census for Ms. Ruth, who's here. Ms. Ruth, we'd ask if you'd come and give us a 2-minute briefing of
I can.
this man.
My name is Ruth Aranda, and I have been teaching high school math at Hartsville, and numbers are very important to me. And this year's 2020 census should be just as important to all citizens here in Hartsville. This 2020 census is required by law, and $675 billion annually will be distributed by the federal government based on the population, sex, everything about the questions of the census. The census this year can be completed for the first time by mail, by phone, and online. And it's going to be written in 13 different languages. So there's really no excuse for not completing it. I have up front in the left-hand corner there information about getting the job. Very easy to apply. You apply for the job online. You make up a 12-character census website code for you to go back on to renew it. All the information, if you don't want to apply by online, you can call a phone number as well. So once you make up this 12-character presentation, when they're ready to hire you, they will also call you on the phone number that you put on that application. And after that, if that's the next step, then you will be able to go for your background check, which will require fingerprints. And after that, you'll start getting paid. The pay is anywhere between $16 and $35 an hour. So it's suggested that you apply for the supervisory position. Therefore, you would get the highest amount. Because what's going to happen if this area does not apply for the jobs available, they will bring people from the outside, put them in a hotel, feed them, and the transportation money. And why should that happen when we have people right here that could use a job? So apply. You can work daytime, evening, and on the weekends. And they need a lot of people. So in particular, on the back of that same job information is important dates about the census. And they will actually start mailing them out March the 12th. And then in the middle of March, you're going to get a letter that's going to give you a certain code if you want to apply online or by phone. And the deadline to return it is July 31st. But in the meantime, they're going to send a second letter out March the 16th to the 24th to remind you that you've received this in the mailbox. Then on the 26th of March to April 3rd, they're going to send you a postcard, a fourth letter, is going to go out April the 8th, and then that's going to remind you about the questionnaire you received, and then the final notice is going to be April the 20th, and then it's not too late. So required by law, by the Constitution, they can fine you $5,000 for not sending it back. And for census takers and anybody else using your information, $10,000 up to 5 years in jail. So it's not a threat, they're just saying, please send in your information. Okay? Then, the next thing is that anyone that doesn't respond by May the 13th, because you have a P.O. box like I have, they're going to start sending people, enumerators, to your door, to knock on your door and hand you a form or take it with a tablet, the information. So it's very important because according to the 2018 data, Hartsville 2017 only had 7,626 people, which makes no sense. And Darlington, South Carolina, according to census data, whatever, that 67,265. So since I'm a volunteer, I applied in October. They say 60 to 90 days before anyone can get paid. So I'm volunteered as an ambassador and partner support person to go out to community groups, talk to churches. I have 30 acres. I'm a tree farmer as well as a retired school teacher. So I'm concerned about Darlington, where I have 30 acres, and 8 acres in Chesterfield. So I'm just telling you, get the information out there. It affects us.
All right. Thank you for coming. We appreciate that. If anyone has any questions, if you'll see her, she'll be glad to answer them. Thank you for taking the time to do that. The census numbers are important to us. All right. We have new hires? Yes, sir. Okay.
The fire department just went through the hiring process for a captain. The process led us to the outside. New guy here started on Monday, got all his paperwork and everything done. His name's Dave Morgan, is originally from London, England. Started out as a police officer there, eventually went into the fire service in London, England. Ended up in the States in California. Applied here for the job. You've been at Cal Fire for how many years?
Oh, since 2011, but on the fire department there since 2007.
Since 2007. And he's hired in as our new captain, and we wanted to bring him in for you guys to meet.
Well, thank
you. That's it?
No,
Okay.
you can give them a hard time or anything. I'm just,
I didn't know.
Watch this.
We have this kindred thing.
I see.
You know, as long as he doesn't sleep in my bunk, then he's fine. Right? I don't have a bunk anymore. I got kicked out. It's okay. I don't hold a grudge. All right. Anything for
Just real quick, Congressman Tom Rice is coming to City Council chambers on the 22nd from 3 to 4 p.m. So if you can stop by, that would be great. Coffee with the congressman on the 22nd from 3 to 4.
Okay.
That is it. And the public's invited as well.
All right. Items on the consent agenda will be received without objection. Stand approved. Moving into unfinished business. Item 6 on the agenda is public hearing and final reading of ordinance 4378. The manager will publish.
Authorizing and ratifying the assignment of zoning classification for tax map numbers 056-0001157 consisting of 12 acres, 056-0001158 consisting of 6.28 acres, and 056-0001159 consisting of 31.85 acres, located behind the current Walmart property, and other matters relating thereto.
Okay, you've heard the reading by title and presentation of ordinance 4378. This time, the chair will have to open the public hearing. If you'd like to be heard on ordinance 4378, if you'll stand, come to the front, state your name and address for the record, and please limit your comments to 2 minutes or less. Hearing that there are none, the chair will close the public hearing and entertain a motion to adopt.
Mr. Mayor, I make a motion we pass ordinance 4378.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Is there any discussion?
Yes,
Madam?
Mr. Mayor, we received a schematic drawing of the roadway and everything. Do we have that available?
Madam Manager.
I just have what's in the email I forwarded to you this afternoon, but I can print it for you if you need it.
Okay, because it's I'd like to actually see it.
Okay, not a problem.
Okay. Anything further?
Because we want to take full responsibility for that roadway and everything. And from reading it, it sounds like that's what they're gonna do. I just want to be sure.
Understand. Did you have a chance to look at that yet, or you haven't been
I
able to check?
looked at it on my phone, but
Okay. All right. Does anyone have any further discussion? This being final reading, are you okay voting for the matter?
yes.
Okay. Then, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed by nay? The ayes have it. Item 7 on the agenda is public hearing and final reading of ordinance 4379. If the manager will publish.
Ordinance authorizing the city of Hartsville to grant and authorize the right of first refusal to Hartsville Parking Beautification and Business Improvement Commission and other matters relating thereto.
You've heard the reading by title and presentation of ordinance 4379. This time, the chair will move to open the public hearing. If you'd like to be heard on ordinance 4379, if you'll rise, state your name and address for the record, please come to the front. Please limit your comments to 2 minutes or less. Sir, is that, no? No? This time, the chair will close the public hearing and entertain a motion to adopt.
Mayor, I make a motion we approve ordinance 4379. Second.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed by nay. The matter passes. Ordinance passes. New business on the agenda is first reading of ordinance 4380. Mr. Manager will publish.
Lease the property at 231 West Carolina Avenue to Keisha Caraway, DBA Brown Sugar Studio.
Okay, you've heard the reading by title and presentation of 4380. Chair will entertain a motion to adopt. So moved.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes, madam.
I'm making a motion that we table ordinance 4380.
Yes, ma'am. There's a motion to table. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay. Is there any discussion?
Yes, Mr. Mayor.
Madam.
When it came before us before, it was as a nonprofit organization. This now is clearly a business, and I think we need to look further into it.
We've increased the rent by 200
We did, we went up to 500.
because of that issue. We felt like this was a fair rate to propose based on other spaces that we've leased.
Okay.
And they've already been in this building?
They just changed their purpose.
When did they change their purpose?
I am not sure. It's kind of evolved throughout their time there.
I think that's the information she was hoping to seek some clarity on, was at what point did they cease operations together and change?
And I think when they came to you before, they were not actually a nonprofit. They were seeking nonprofit
Correct.
status from whatever.
But they're receiving
So-
consideration as a nonprofit.
Right.
Madam Councilwoman wanted some clarification on if that happened, when it happened, and how long they've been continuing under the present agreement without that happening. So we'll
This is
table it.
first reading.
Right.
Their lease is expiring. We need 2 readings and a public hearing on it. And we were going to put this on the special meeting agenda at the end of the month as well.
Okay. Yeah, is there any further discussion? Anyone? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed by nay. Item Item number 9 on the agenda is a motion to enter executive session pursuant to the South Carolina Code of Freedom of Information Act, Section 30-4-70, Paragraph A, Subparagraph 1 and 2, for the discussion of annual appointments to Hartsville City Council committees and discussion of contract negotiations for proposed economic development opportunities in the West Hartsville area. Is there such a motion?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed by nay. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for coming tonight, and we are going to go directly into executive session.